All right, so now let's discuss the inbox blueprint business model. I'm going to use my handy whiteboard here. I'm a big whiteboard fan, by the way. I'm going to be using it throughout the entire course, all right? So what is this business? How does it come about? How do you eventually make money? What is email? What is inbox? All these questions right now, we're going to answer them. So you come onto the internet. First of all, you must know, right? Everything you do on the internet, any business you want to start, it starts with traffic. You have to get traffic to a page. That's just a standard rule. So we're going to list this right here. Let's say you've got traffic and it is coming in from various sources. So, you could be having Facebook, YouTube, solo ads, social media. I'm going to go through all that in the future, so don't worry, don't get overwhelmed. For now, it's just good enough to know that you've got something like traffic that's coming. What happens in the inbox blueprint business model is that traffic goes to something we call an opt-in page. Now, this term, you can also hear it called a squeeze page, or you may hear it called a flycatcher. I almost always refer to it as an opt-in page, okay? Now, an opt-in page is very simple. An opt-in page has a headline and has some bullet points, and then it has a big box here. And it allows for someone to put their email address in. That's it. That is an opt-in page. So the anatomy of an opt-in page, I'm going to discuss that in a later video. I'm going to show it to you in great detail. But the whole point is all of your traffic goes to this. So for example, if someone were to go to, I'm just making this as an assumption. This is not a domain I even own, so there's no point in going there. But if that was my domain name, onic.com, you would go to that and you would simply see one page. Most likely, you don't even need to scroll your browser. It would just be there present as is, okay? And it would have a promise. It would make some statement. And so the person looks at it and says, yes, I want it. And they get their email here and they hit a submit button, okay? Once they hit this submit button, their email goes to one place and the visitor goes to another place. So essentially, this is what happens. Now, this is done for you on the fly. It's automatically done. So you don't have to worry about any of the technology of what I'm about to talk about. But it's good for you to know, all right? So firstly, the email is going to go here, okay? It's going to go into a database. Now, this database is called an autoresponder. I'm going to go over that in the future. Just remember the terminology. It's called an autoresponder. The user, the actual person, okay, so that user is now going to be directed to a link, any page you've said for them to go to. Again, that is very easy to do. It's a setting. You fill in the URL, and I'll show you exactly how to do it, and it's done, all right? So they are going to go to another page, essentially, another web page on the internet. So I'm just going to say URL. This, congratulations, is Inbox Blueprint. This is all there is. You're not building a blog. You're not building a complicated e-commerce store. You're not doing anything that has technology involved. As a matter of fact, this URL, this page, does not even have to be on your site. It can be somewhere else. It'll just go to that URL, and I'll show you exactly how to do that in the future. So essentially, your potentially multi-million-dollar business on the internet that is allowing you to broadcast your voice to the world consists of just one page. That's it. Just one page. Now, there is stuff that happens over here. Okay? There are things that happen here. For example, once they go into the autoresponder, I'm going to show you how to set up a series of messages that go out on immediately. For example, as soon as their email goes to the autoresponder immediately shoots an email to them on your behalf. You don't have to do anything. And you can set it up for the first 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 1 year, so that every single day, this user will get an email based on the day they joined. It is incredible, all right? All done automatically. Then what you can also do, see, these are automated messages. So I'm going to write automated here. I can't, excuse my handwriting, I'm trying to write from far away. Those are automated messages. Now what you can also do is send what I call a manual message. Now the manual message is you actually log into your autoresponder and you type a message out and it gets broadcasted to every email that's sitting in this database. All right? In my business, I would, to be very honest with you, 90+% of my revenue, my activity, my business rotates around sending manual emails. Manual. All right? Now, this is very, very important, and I'm going to show you how to do it. All right? And if I were, let's say I practice more of what I preach, I would focus a lot more on automated messages. I really would. But I kind of like to stay in the current. I like to send out messages that reference current events, so I don't build too much of an automated series, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, in a video coming up very soon, I'm going to discuss this a lot, okay? In an inboxing business, I have found over the last 11 years, there is one place on the internet that is the most underutilized real estate on the internet. And that's this. It's the thank you page. So in a video coming up very soon, I'm going to talk to you about the thank you page. Why do we call it that? Well, basically, when someone subscribes to your list, you're thanking them and sending them to a page that thanks them. Well, guess what? That's the problem. That's the biggest mistake you can make. You don't need to thank them. All right? So that's coming up in a future video. It's coming up in a video probably titled Thank You Page, or the biggest mistake, or the biggest, the most underutilized real estate on the internet. But for now, welcome. This is Inbox Blueprint.